Okay, so next up I want to talk to you a little bit about the environment. We're not actually, we're not actually modeling an environment sphere. So when you switch over to this environment tab, you can basically set, like it says constant dome up there, you can basically like put images and stuff like that and map in certain kinds of physical environments. But we're not actually doing that yet because these are going to be sort of abstracted exercises. So what we're going to focus on real quick is the sun. And I think I do want to check. Yeah. But you do have to check on use sun first here before we jump back into the environment. And the other thing that we need to check on, I think it's somewhere else actually. All right, here we go, yeah. So when you go back over to location and time, what you can do here is show the sun in the viewport. So click on this little gray sphere and it will turn on a realistic sun shading that's based off of time and location. So for us, you're going to have to kind of look at the direction that your model is facing. So I believe my model is sort of facing directly west, right? So you're kind of on the west coast here somewhere. So yours might not be, but mine is. So let's take a look at the presets and pick something that's kind of appropriate, either Los Angeles or San Diego or something like that. So I'm going to pick San Diego, and I'm going to kind of set this to have sort of like a late afternoon kind of time frame. So, you know, it doesn't matter to me particularly what time of year you pick, but, you know, we're going to stylistically pick something with a particular, you know, idea in mind of what it's supposed to look like. Let me swing around here. Why are my shadows not casting? Huh. All right, well, oh, that's right, because that's south. So this is afternoon, all right, so. Something's odd here with this surface. What is it? It says cast shadows. It says cast shadows. Receive shadows. Alright, well, alright, I'm going to have to troubleshoot that one a little bit later. But anyway, what you can see is that based on the time of day and the location of your model, the sun is kind of either accentuating or you know, basically, you know, not accentuating some of the geometry in your model. So we're going to be using this feature quite heavily at first. And why is this? I think I'm facing the wrong way. Hang on. Which way am I facing? Oh, because my model's kind of facing north, actually, now that I'm looking at it. So I'm going to spin this around so it faces west. So let's do 90 degrees. My cameras will have to switch, of course, but yeah, sure. So yes. Haha, there we go, that's a little better. Alright, so here we go. So now sort of as we go from, you know, early morning where the sun is kind of behind the hillside, now it's kind of raising around, and what's cool is you can actually see the location of the sun relative to your model right here. So as I'm moving through the day, you're seeing which direction the sun angle is headed. Pretty sharp, huh? So by very, very late afternoon, that's when you start to get a lot of sun kind of hitting that side of the building. So that's what I wanted to show you. And the dark side here is kind of where my exterior view is being taken. So this is kind of the drama that I was going to go for, is that an early morning or late afternoon one is either going to have, you know, sort of a dark forward elevation with a brightened backward elevation, or it's going to be sort of reversed. So, anyway, we're going to talk about that more in the future, but this is a feature we're going to use quite heavily. Sorry, guys, that was a long explanation for a very simple thing. Okay. I'm going to have to reset my cameras. There we go. So outside of that, what I wanted to, well, actually, let me just see if I want to stop that. Yeah, let me just stop this, and then we're going to start to get into materiality, guys. Because right now, everything is so very simple with the setup and everything like that, so we're going to have to look at some simple materials and how to set it up properly. So let me stop.